Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another anime adventures video. In this video, I'm going to be comparing Griffith Ascension and Guts Berserk, the two new best units for 15, and these units are absolutely insane. In this video, I'm going to be comparing them side by side to see which one is actually better, because they're two of the most debatable units right now, and people are wondering which one's the best, which one should you spin for first, because obviously, two of the new best units in the game. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys a side by side damage comparison, which one's better, which one you should spin for first, and as you can see, I'm going to be using them both unique. I got very lucky, both unique, both max stats pretty much, besides SSS. One is SSS, and the other is just going to be S stats, and they both have timepieces, or one has timepiece, one has lost veins. They're pretty much maxed out, really good stats, really good relic, everything's going to be good, and I'm going to be doing a side by side damage comparison on seeing which one is actually better. I'm not going to be using any buffs because it would kind of be unfair, seeing as Griffith. How it works is that his unique version, you can only use his damage version or his buff version because he's unique, and unfortunately I have him unique, so I can't use both. So I'm only going to be using the base forms without any buffs. Maybe I'll use Aaron and Wenda, but I'm not going to be using the Griffith buff in this video. But I just want to say, if you're thinking about which one you should spin for first, I really do recommend you just get both of them. They're very good. But if you want to get one first, honestly, I would go for Guts. He's just very good all around. But in this video, I'm going to show you guys both of them, stat by stat, seeing which one is actually better. So yeah, if you guys find this video helpful, make sure you do like and subscribe, and yeah, let's get right into it. Alright, so as you see, we're already in here, and I'm actually putting them both side by side. And as you guys know already, if you guys do use Griffith already, if you have Griffith already, as you guys know, he does not actually attack right when he starts off. So I'm going to just put Guts now first. And Guts is already doing 26,000 on placement. He's pretty much like very good stats on placement. Kone AoE, bleed, very good on placement. And Griffith, on the other hand, he doesn't actually do anything on placement until you actually start sacrificing him, which already makes him kind of unviable for stuff like story mode and challenges and those whatever sorts of things like portals, challenges, story mode, raids. Already makes him kind of unviable unless you're using his buff form. But his damage form, it won't really do anything unless you're in like infinite run / leaderboard / tournaments, because you actually need to feed him a lot to actually use him. So in my opinion, if you want to use Guts for stuff like everything all around, I will just go for Guts, because you're gonna be always using him for literally everything. Whereas Griffith, you only use for like a couple modes, because as you see here, he literally just sits here and does nothing. Oh, Guts actually does something. So I'm gonna be upgrading Guts first, because obviously he actually does something and he'll do damage. But yeah, I'm gonna upgrade Guts, and then you guys, when I have a lot of money, to actually show you guys the upgrades on him, to max him out and see his DPS. Okay, as you see here, I'm about to get Guts max out, as you see here, and as you see, there you go, 25,000, 35,000, 20,000. He costs a lot to upgrade, probably around 100,000 upgrade. I don't know the exact amount he takes to upgrade. I'll do the math. I'll put on the screen now how much he actually takes to upgrade. As you see, at max, he's full AoE, bleed, multi-hit, hybrid. He's just very good, doing 1.2 mil every 10 seconds with S stats. He's very good. With buffs, to get this up to 4 million if you use the Griffith buff, but just Guts by himself, no buffs, no anything. He's doing 1.2 million, 10-second SPA. Remember, this is hybrid, this is multi-hit. He's also 50% bleed damage, apparently. That's what I've been told, that he's 50% bleed damage. He is bleeding 100%, but I don't know how much his bleed damage actually is, but apparently it's just 50% of his damage, so that would be 1.8 million if you do the math. And yeah, I mean, it's just absolutely insane. This is with no buffs, his unique version. He's doing 1.25 mil. Next, I'm gonna see how much this is on Griffith with 100%. This should be 100% Ascension, because it is around $100,000. I think it is 100,000 to sacrifice Griffith, but I'm just gonna sacrifice right now and see how much it does. It gives 137, and that was around 100 plus K. So that seems about right. As you see here, with low sacrifice, yes, this is probably low sacrifice considered, because you're only gonna be using infinite runs. This is AoE, multi-hit, full AoE air. Same thing as Griffith, same thing as Guts, besides the bleed. And he's doing 955k every 6 seconds. I'll do the math from that in the screen on which one is actually better. But his DPS is absolutely insane as well. It's the same thing as Griffith. Let me put Griffith down as well and max him out. I have 100k right now. I'm gonna max him, and now I don't have enough to max him out. So it's 120k to max him out. It's even more than 120k. Yeah, I thought I would have enough to max him out, but yeah, as you see, I don't even have enough with 100k, so it does cost a lot to max this Guts units. I'm gonna have to wait another round. But yeah, he does cost a lot of money. So, but as you see here, even on upgrade 9, the damage are very similar, and I'm about to upgrade him in 500 more yen. And alright, as you see here, 35,000. There we go. These are both max of them, standing side by side, 1.2 million versus 950k. And this is like, by the way, the lowest Griffith you could get, by the way. Not the lowest, but it's around the lowest. Only 34% sacrifice. And you get way higher by that, by the way, depending on who you sacrifice. So this is just assuming you're doing a low sacrifice Griffith. As you see here, these are the side-by-side comparisons. Griffith does do more DPS without the bleed. If you put the bleed in, then Guts is going to be doing way more DPS. If you could consider the 50% bleed, it's actually insane. The AoEs are very similar. One has Griffith has way more range. SPAs, as you see here, everything is side-by-side. Griffith has way more range and pretty much faster SPA. So more like Pride-ish, and I would say Guts is a way better Tengen. So I see these are them side by side, which was actually better. I think, in my opinion, I think Guts is going to be better, but this is with 100% sacrifice. I'm going to see what this is with a lot of sacrifice, like 300%. And if you guys don't know how sacrifice works, as I said before, how it is it depends on the amount of money you spend on your units. So I'm going to max out 3 holy mammies, and I'm gonna max out 3 prides and a Griffith and a Guts, and see how much that is if I sacrifice it to 1 Griffith, and see how much I pretty much get. So I will be back once I sacrifice all of this to see how much DPS I'll get Griffith. Alright guys, we're back a couple rounds later, like a couple of tens of rounds. As you see here, I have 500,000 yen pretty much. I'm gonna see how much this actually gives to the Griffith, because the more yen when sacrifice them, the more it'll give. So let me sell Griffith here. You guys don't know, this literally works like a paragon. If you guys played balloons, it literally sacrifices every unit. I'm gonna max out all of these guys first. This pride, like that's like 80,000 by itself, 390,000. Let me see how much I have with this pride. That's literally 100,000 each of these prides by themselves, and yeah, these prides cost me a lot of money. So that's 300,000 by the prides, and then the mammies. I had 190k. I don't even know if I have enough to this. 190k, like 90k, and this is another 90k, and yeah, I won't even have enough to do that. I don't know if I'll do this last one. No, I'll just do 500k for now. I also do have his Guts. Remember that. So it's like around like 600k. And we're gonna see how much sacrifice this gets with 500k. You could get way more than this too. So we're gonna see if there's just a lot of this. And as you see here, I'm gonna sacrifice. I see 620%. And let's see how much damage he gets here. 2 million damage, no buffs, unique Griffith. If he had buffs here, if he had another Griffith buff, then he could have 4 million. And then if he had one debuff, that could be another 6 million. So yeah, this is kind of broken. 500k, he gets 2 million damage without any buffs. It's just so insane to do 4 million damage with just one buff. It's just so crazy. And yeah, I mean, this unit is absolutely insane. The only problem is that he really excels at infinites and stuff. I don't know about leaderboard runs, because in leaderboard runs you really only use unique. As you guys just saw, it depends on the money. So even if you maxed out all your uniques, money still won't reach up to this amount. I don't know how good it is actually in LB runs, but in infinite and tournament, this unit is absolutely insane because of his buff form. I'm gonna show you guys. I don't actually have his buff form on, but I know a lot of you guys have already seen the buff form already, and pretty much what it does, it just buffs everything by 100%, and it's way easier to get by sacrificing him. So yeah, this is pretty much Griffith Darkness with 600% sacrifice. I want to try to get more. I'll do that in a later video, but by side of him and Griffith, I do think Guts is going to be a way better unit in terms of overall literally everything, because Guts is going to be good for literally everything. Challenge, infinite, story, raids, pretty much everything. He's good. He's got it. He's got everything. He got fully away. He got bleed. He has a lot of damage. He doesn't need 100,000 to place down. Does nothing beforehand. So I do recommend you go for Guts instead. You also don't have to sacrifice 25 mythics or get a lot of eggs to sacrifice that either. I recommend you just go for Guts. It's 50 to evo him. I honestly think it's easier to evo Guts. People are saying it's easier to evo Griffith. I think it's easier to evo Griffith if you have a lot of mythics beforehand. You don't need, which I really do recommend Guts. I think he's going to be the better unit, because he's better for everything, and at the end he does do more DPS unless you're doing infinite. So infinite run, go for Griffith. Anything else, you want to go for Guts. And thing about Guts is that you can actually use him before the 100,000. So, you know, he's actually a good unit beforehand. But yeah, they're both very good. I really do recommend you guys just get both of them. But if you're wondering which one you should go for first, either go for the one that comes out in banner first from the time of making the video, or just go for Guts. He's gonna be the better one if you only have that much amount of times. Guts is gonna be better unit in my very good, and he's very cool looking. I mean, they're both very cool looking, but yeah, Guts is also used to this tournament, so and he's pretty much good for everything. So I will go for Guts. I said a lot of times before, but both units are very, very great. Guts is gonna be better in my opinion. Let me know in the comments what you guys think is better. Let me know what you guys think you should get first. Personally, you should definitely Guts first. So good. Both units are very good. They're both gonna be in top meta. Both do out DPS Pride if you use buffs and stuff. They're both very, very good. That's it for this video, guys, of my comparison versus Griffith and Guts. If you guys did enjoy this video or found it helpful, make sure you do like and subscribe, but join my description down below. Yeah, that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.